Hey, there's a podcaster I listen to off and on who likes to use the orange analogy, the fruit, that when it's squeezed, what comes out is orange juice. And the point he's making is when we feel pressure, when we are squeezed in life, what's inside will come out. And I resonated with that and thought about my own cancer journey and how it's been an emotional development journey for me because I was an emotion stuffer. My whole growing up, I didn't wasn't vulnerable, viewed it as weakness, so I didn't let things out that were these feelings inside of me. So I didn't know how to process them. And when I was faced with cancer, especially metastatic cancer, in that squeezing, what came out are emotions that I thought were buried, but they weren't. They didn't die when they were buried. They were just buried alive, and then they came out when I was squeezed. And really, three particular big ones: fear, anger, and sadness. I did not show those emotions when I was growing up. I bottled them inside and suffered because of it. But the cancer journey for me has shown me that I need to let these emotions surface and process them. And when I process fear, anger, and sadness, I use a particular grid filter that I go through. And as a Christ follower, it means turning over, surrendering, and seeing what God has to say about those emotions, and then letting the Holy Spirit inside of me minister to me in those areas of fear, anger, and sadness. So, and these are daily struggles. I wish I could say I conquered fear, anger, and sadness, but I think those are emotions that will travel with me for the rest of my life. And we are in good company, right? Because especially as Christ followers, the scriptures are filled with biblical characters that are struggling with those emotions of fear, anger, and sadness, and even besides David and Jeremiah and Job and all those folks, you even have Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane struggling with fear and sadness, those emotions, as in being in agony and what's coming up. And we're uncomfortable, I think, as Christ followers, admitting, at least I was for a long time, admitting that I struggle with fear even. And yet, because the scriptures say don't be afraid, and yet it's such a common experience and normal and natural to feel that emotion about what's happening or your future, at least for me, my future with cancer. And yet I, as a Christ follower, I do have tools to surrender that emotion, to look behind it, what's going on, and to let Christ minister to me in that. Part of that, I think, I'll just mention it quickly, is for me, having a gratitude list is helpful for fear because I go back and I see all those events in my timeline, all those points where I know Christ delivered me, ministered to me, did amazing things in my life. So I have experiential knowledge with it. And the only point I wanted to make was that these trials and dark nights of the soul, earthquake events, show us what's inside of us. Anyway, have a good day.